Hey everyone, it's Trisha from Marketing Senorita, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do 301 redirects the easy way, and that's by using a free plugin, and it's one of my favorite tools in WordPress. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. The most important thing you want to know about the 301 redirects is that the new URL is permanent. That means you want to permanently move anyone going to your old page to your new one. And luckily, when you permanently move the URL, the search engines will recognize any SEO authority you worked really hard to build up on that original page. One big reason you want to use redirects is that if your website visitors mistype your URL or try to access an old page, they will get that dreaded 404 error, which can lead to frustration or cause them to leave your website. So instead of leading people to a 404 page, 301 redirect to the rescue. It means that your website viewers will get to where they want to go, even if they make a typo or if you update like an old blog or a landing page. And as already mentioned, you will get to keep the links, authority, and all that hard work you already put into your original page. So in your plugins area of WordPress, this is exactly what you're going to be looking for. Or you can go ahead and use the link that I added down below in the description. So it's called 301 Redirects Easy Redirect Manager, and it's by Web Factory. So now that you know all the good stuff, let's go ahead and let's get redirecting. Okay, so before we jump into how to do a redirect, I'm going to give you this scenario I'm actually doing today because this might look familiar to something that you're trying to achieve. So basically what I'm trying to do is just update some of my old blog posts so they're current blog posts and also so they have my new branding. And this is a really fabulous thing to do for SEO is instead of creating new content, take your old content and update it because Google loves updated content, and then you'll get like Google awards for having more updated content that people are going to. So if you're updating your old content, what you don't want is to change your URL for your new content and then have people going to your old URL and hitting that 404 page. And what you also don't want is if you built any link power at all from that old URL, if you were getting some backlinks to it, or if you were ranking okay or even really okay for that article, you don't want people going there and then hitting the 404 because then you're losing them and you're losing all that effort you put in order to rank that article. So what I like to do is go into an old article and rewrite it. So my original article, I had it as / coaches leads from Google, right? Not the most fabulous URL, but I wanted to change it. So what I did is I rebuilt the page, and to make my life easier, I chose the duplicate page function in WordPress. I think I got a plugin that allowed me to do that. I can't remember if it's native or not. But anyway, I had the duplicate page function so I didn't have to start from scratch when I was rebuilding the page. And it automatically created this really long, terribly long URL. So now I've got my original URL, and then I've also now have the exact same page duplicated. So now I have that URL, but the URL I actually want is that final one. So / Google ranking for coaches. That's the URL I actually want. So I have to now take the original URL. I now have to take that duplicate URL and I have to point it to the new URL I want. So the other thing I just really want to point out to you is that duplicate page, I could just go in and change the permalink right in WordPress, and I'm going to show that to you for those of you who are not sure what a permalink is or how to change it, but some of you might. And if you've been doing that, your URL that you just changed, that URL still exists. So you still need to create a 301 redirect to show Google and the search engines what page you actually want that URL going to, okay? That's why I'm taking the original URL and the duplicated URL, even though I changed the permalink on it, and I need to repoint both those URLs to the new URL. So I hope that makes sense because I really want you guys to get this right. So here, let me just show you what I mean because this is going to make a lot more sense if you see it. So this is the back end of my blog post. Here's the permalink. Okay, so there's the permalink right there. So I'm just in WordPress editor right now. And if you click on edit, you could change the URL. So this is that big long URL. I don't want that. That's what it automatically created when I duplicated the page. So I'm going to just press delete and I'm going to press in what I actually want. So I want Google ranking for coaches. That's the URL I want. And I'm just going to click on OK. And then of course I'm going to go into update and I'm going to update it. So now my URL is permanently changed. But that URL that I just changed still exists, so I still need to handle that and take care of that. So all I'm going to do is head over to settings, and I'm going to come over here to 301 redirects. Click that. Okay, and then just scroll down, and as you can see, I've already created some redirects. So I'm going to just create this new one that I did. First thing I'm going to point out is over here on the left, you can see it says 301, 302, 307. I'm just going to quickly mention, just so you know, the 302 and the 307, those are more like temporary redirects. There's a really, really good place for using those, which I will mention in just a few minutes because I don't want to get too sidetracked. Okay, so for now, we're just going to create a 301, which again is a permanent redirect. And all you need to do, it's super, super easy, okay? It says redirect from and redirect to. So here, your options are custom, or you could pick a page to redirect it to, or a lesson, or something that you've already created, or you could click on custom. I like to use the custom, so I'm going to tell it which URL I want to direct and where I want to redirect that URL to. So the first thing I'm going to do is the original URL. So the page that existed before I made my changes was this URL. And then I'm going to type in my new URL. So just put your cursor at the beginning and I'm going to hit Control V on my Mac, which is paste. And there's my new URL right there. And the one thing I'm going to add, and it reminds me right here, is everything has to start with your HTTPS. So HTTPS and then my colon // and I'm going to go ahead and click save. Okay, and now I'm going to click on add new redirect rule, and I'm going to keep it at 301 redirect, and I'm going to redirect my duplicated page that I had created. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to paste, and that is where I want it to go. So I'm going to click on save, and it literally is that easy. All right, and now I want to tell you a really good reason you want to use those temporary redirects. So let me add a new rule. And again, here are the temporary redirects, the 302 and the 307. Now, the 307 is a little bit more technical, so unless you know you need it, you probably don't. So just, if you want to do it, just stick to the 302 and it should work with no problem, okay? So a 302 temporary redirect. So my favorite reason to use it is for testing a brand new page. So especially landing pages, because landing pages are so important to lead people to your products and services. So if you're split testing a landing page, there are tools out there that will evenly distribute visitors to your page to your two variations. So those are actually probably preferable to use because it's more of a science. It's not anything else. The traffic is being split perfectly even, 50-50, or however you set it up, and you can basically you should test just one variation at a time. So I'm going to keep this title on this page and I'm going to change the title on this page, run it for a few days, see where people go. Then I'm going to test this image against this image and see where people go, that sort of thing. But if you just kind of want to just tentatively test something, or you want to change a lot of factors all at once and just basically see what happens, you could do a 302 temporary redirect. So basically all you would do is what we just did. You would create a brand new page with a brand new URL. And then you would direct people from your first landing page to the brand new landing page and do that for a few days. And you can basically just see what happens. So within that few days, when you sent people there, are you getting more clicks than you did on your original landing page? Just a really quick way to test. Or if you're not quite sure an image is going to fly over and you just want to test something just really, really quick and you don't want to use another tool, you come in here, you put in your current URL, and then you'll come in here and you'll type in the URL that you temporarily want to direct them to and just see what happens. Or if you're running another type of promotion or whatever, and it's just gonna be something that you don't want to be permanent. It's just gonna be for a few days. Like let's say you want to keep your existing landing page, but you want the exact same thing, but on the new landing page you have a promotion where everything's 50% off, or whatever the thing is that you have is 50% off. Then you can temporarily direct people who are going to your landing page to your new landing page with the promotion. After the promotion's done, just turn off the redirect and you're good to go. So that would be a really, really smart thing to do if you're getting a lot of traffic to a current landing page. Because if you create a new landing page, you have to kind of start from scratch building traffic to go there, and you start putting that URL out. But if you already got people naturally going to a landing page, then just redirect them somewhere else for a bit and then redirect them back. They won't even know. And they'll go ahead, get their promotion, everyone is happy. Or you could just, of course, add your promotion to your existing page and just pull it down. Whatever's easier for you. But I hope you get the point and the scenarios of when that temporary 302 could come in handy for you. So now I want to show you another way to do redirects, just so you have two options. So go to your hosting company. So in my case, I'm using HostGator. And what you're going to want to do is go to your cPanel. So in HostGator's, to get to your cPanel, you just go under hosting. And then what you want to do is just scroll down until you see cPanel. Under cPanels, just scroll down until you see domains. And then right there, redirects. Okay, and it's just really simple. It's basically what we just did, but it just looks a little different. So what type do you want? So I want a permanent 301 redirect. Okay, which domain do you want that from? So if you're using cPanel, it's going to access all your websites. So just pick the one that you're working with. So I'm going to pick Marketing Senorita. So let's pretend I'm doing my About Us page again. So I would just come over here. So it's / is already there, and I would just type in about, so the name of the page, and then redirects to. So for redirects, you got to put in your HTTPS part, okay? And then you would type in your company name / and you would add the name of the page that you're sending them to. So now it's giving you some options. So it defaults to redirect with or without the www. So that means if somebody's going to my About Us page and they type in www, or they don't type in www, it's still going to work for those people to redirect them to this page. Okay, and then what you would do is just go ahead and click add, but I've already done that page, so I'm not going to click on the add. So you just click add, and when you do, it brings it down here, and then you can have a whole list of the pages that you redirected. And there you go. That's how you would use your cPanel in order to do page redirects. By using redirections in WordPress, your viewers are going to have a great experience when visiting your website. You'll also gain some positive SEO bonus points for redirecting users to updated content while also keeping your old page link juice and avoiding 404 errors. And there you have it. It really was that easy. So if you enjoyed this video and you used the method and found it super helpful, please be sure to add a comment. Please be sure to let other people know how this video has helped you. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of my videos, and I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video.